Hi, this is Nathan, your neighborhood arcade and pinball talk guy. Today we're going to be reviewing Baywatch by Sega. Please look for the review underneath the detail of our YouTube video, as well as like and follow us on Facebook groups, Arcade and Pinball Talk, Instagram, Arcade Pinball Talk, as well as @Pinball Talk on Twitter. Please hit that red button down below. It says subscribe. Click that right now. You know you want to do it. Let's go ahead and get this review underway, shall we? Thank you again for watching, and let's get this going. Real quick ball out right off the bat, but you know, first impressions of this table are it's very colorful. Definitely has got a nice theme going to it. Obviously the sound that's in the background is very complimentary. You got the Baywatch song kind of playing in the background. I do like the table setup on this. You got a flipper to the right above the ball out area to the right. You also have a flipper to the top middle left. So definitely a little bit of a different table, and it's actually pretty cool looking. Got a ramp to the right, moderate difficulty. Ramp to the left is a little bit higher difficulty just because it's a little bit higher up and it's elevated. Table play on this is actually, you know, just moderate. It doesn't seem like it's super fast, but it definitely is a little bit quicker, obviously. And you also have quite a few different spots here that allow you to ball out quicker on this game. Which obviously the right ramp is pointed right down the middle, as well as, if you can't see, it says Venice Beach, which I just went up. That is actually pointed right down the middle too, so just something to keep in mind. If you don't have enough ball speed on that, the odds of that coming right back down on you are very high. But with that said, I mean, great theme. I mean, you got the Baywatch cinema graphics on it. Looks great. It's exactly what you would expect from something like this. The soundtrack to it is actually very complimentary. So all in all, so far, theme, very good. Table mechanics, the ramps, you got the bumpers in the middle, you got the multiple flippers, you know, one flipper to the left, you got a flipper that is to the bottom right, and then you also have the two mains. You know, it's definitely a different setup, but of course you have some different skill shots that you need to be able to utilize those flippers to get to. So all in all, a pretty good game as far as what we have seen so far. As far as replayability, you know, let's just be real. I mean, this table looks good. I mean, it definitely, you know, for Sega, you know, I mean, obviously there's certain people that like Data East better. There's certain people that like Sega and, you know, Stern and so forth. But, you know, some of these older tables are great. They're just set up really ahead of their time, being truthfully honest with you. And I would say this one is one of them. It's actually a fun table. It's kind of funny because, you know, I'm hitting those ramp, those little drop blocks, and that side over there leads you to almost go to the Venice Beach ramp, which is kind of cool because, I mean, obviously if you need to get up that ramp, that makes it a heck of a lot easier. There you go. I was talking about that ramp being a little bit more difficult to the left, just due to its height. There we go. But yeah, great table so far. Sound bites are actually pretty cool too. It's like they're on walkie-talkies. There we go. Pretty interesting, that ramp to the left. You go up, it locks it in the middle. That's pretty cool. Really neat. I'm liking this table actually a lot. There's one of those skill shots to get around. So you got to use that bottom right flipper to get that ball up there to the columns without using the plunger. That's a little bit of a harder shot. This is a great table. I mean, it's definitely got what I would say it's ahead of its time. I see a lot of collectors look for this one. I mean, there's not a whole lot of these out there, but the people that I see that actually have Baywatch by Sega in their collection, they generally don't get rid of them. Now I see why. But yeah, Very good. I would say replayability on this machine, definitely higher. I would also say that the fun factor of this machine, just from what I've gathered so far, this is a fun machine. It's set up well. The flow works really well. Ball speed's not super crazy or anything. So, you know, the difficulty on this would just be a general moderate difficulty. So that way, someone that's newer, someone that's a pro, I think both sides of this, they would get full enjoyment out of it equally. So this is a great universal table. And definitely worth finding. I mean, if you get the opportunity to find this out mechanically throughout an arcade or through someone's collection and get the opportunity to play it, I think you'll say the same thing when you play it. I think you'll agree with me that this is actually, you know, for the theme being Baywatch, is actually a very well put together pinball machine. So definitely worth your time. With that said, I mean, obviously, please follow us on our social media accounts, from Facebook, Arcade and Pinball Talk groups, Instagram, Arcade Pinball Talk, as well as Twitter at Pinball Talk. That's a new handle that we just did. We just got on Twitter. And please, you know, obviously subscribe on YouTube. That's what it's about. The more subscriptions we can get, the more we can do. The more tables we could review. And the more resources we have in order to be able to do this, to be able to bring this to you all directly through YouTube. So, you know, as far as the toys on this, really not a whole lot of toys on it, but, you know, the way that it's set up, it works for this game. Some of the older games don't have as many toys as the newer game. The theme is awesome. It works. I mean, it's funny to say, because Baywatch, the TV show, you would think, okay, someone make a pinball out of that. You'd be like, you'd be crazy, but I gotta tell you, it's definitely working for me. I like it. And rule set on this, I would say the way that it's set up, the way that it's queuing for combo, and is good. It's decent. Definitely a game you should find. But anyway, with that said, that definitely ends our review today of Baywatch by Sega. Please like, follow us, subscribe. If you'd like to chat about this table, definitely leave your comments below. And again, please find our review underneath the description of this YouTube video. Again, thank you for watching today, and we look forward to our next video. Thank you again.